I started playing football when I was 16 and I ended up playing with East Q CYMS. It's a local comp. From there I went to Camberwell and I stayed there for 3 years. From then on I was flatting with a guy by the name of Bobby Linnell who was playing at Camberwell. And he asked me and he ended up coaching Hyatt for a couple of years. I ended up playing at Hyatt for a year and I came second in the goal kicking there. From there I ended up changing to Mitcham, the Eastern Districts, where I played for 6 years and ended up playing in 3 premierships and winning the goal kicking 4 or 5 times for the competition. I finally played my last game at Mitcham at the age of 32 after playing in 3 premierships. I thought I had enough. I didn't think I had anything else to prove, so I ended up giving it away. I played a lot of football at full forward. I never played in the back line. I wouldn't know what that is. I used to use my body very well. I was renowned for my marking and straight kicking. I played at Camberwell for 3 years. I was lucky enough to play next to Gary Hammond most of the time. I was up and down between seniors and seconds. I had a couple of very good games in which in one of the seconds games I ended up kicking 17-3. And in a senior game I kicked 11 goals in one senior game against Werribee. Fortunately Gary Hammond was there at the time and he made it very difficult for me to get a consistent game. But we tried to work together on a few occasions and we did seem to gel. I ended up injuring myself with I put my kneecap out in the middle of Skinner Reserve in Sunshine one day, and that sort of curtailed my football career as far as Camberwell was concerned. I haven't got much I don't have much recollections of losing grand finals. I know I ended up playing on Stephen Officer, who used to play with South Melbourne, but he was playing for Brunswick at the time. But apart from that, I haven't got much memory of that grand final at all. I'm not even sure how much we got beaten by. My nickname was, I had 2 nicknames actually. I had one at Camberwell which Bluey Oliver gave me, which was Mudguts, and he ended up having a t-shirt made about it, which I wasn't real happy about. But Rocket came about at Mitcham. One of the guys walked in off the street, a guy by the name of Gary Marshall. Walked in off the street and didn't know me from a bar of soap. Ended up training there one night and he said, this guy's got so much pace, we should call him Rocket. And that stuck from that night onwards. I went to Mitcham in '78. I ended up playing 119 games. I ended up kicking 646 goals over that period. I was lucky enough to play in 5 grand finals in a row, losing the first one to Ringwood, then won the next 3 in a row. One was against Scoresby, one was against Vermont, and the other was against East Burwood. I'm not sure who the last one was. After that, I ended up playing. I'd given it away, and I'd retired for half a season. But one of the blokes was earning a lot of money, so I thought I'd make a little bit of a comeback. And I ended up playing in the reserves grand final. Both teams made it, and I was lucky enough to. There was a choice between me and the guy that was playing full forward at the time, and they elected to go with the guy that had been playing the whole year. And I played in the seconds grand final. I ended up kicking 9 out of 13, which was more than Vermont's score. Which was lucky enough to win that as well. So as far as Mitcham was concerned, it's been a blessing for me because I had a magnificent time and I was lucky to win 3 premierships in a row and kick 100 goals 4 times. And I won the league goal kicking 4 times as well. So I couldn't do much more than what I did as far as that side was concerned, and I've still got I still hold the First Division record at Mitcham for 124. As far as individual goal kicking, probably my best tally would have been 12, because of the state of the grounds. It's very hard to get. It was like kicking a bag of cement by the end of the time we got to the last quarter. So, and that was it. Another accolade I was lucky enough to be involved with was the team of century at Mitcham, which I'm not sure what the year they did it. I was lucky enough to make the team, which is an incredible honour, considering some of the blokes that have played there and what they've done. I was put in a team amongst such greats as Bob Pratt and Ronnie Thomas and a few others like that, and I was glad to make the team. Toughest opponent, obviously, when I was playing at Mitcham was Billy Wilson from Vermont. He was about the same size as me, probably stronger than me, and then we used to have enormous tussles. Another opponent would be Ringberg from Ringwood. I'm not sure his first name, but he used to play me from behind and try and take that running jump at me all the time. And another one was Leone from Scoresby, I had enormous problems with. He seems to be a bit of a knuckle man, but he never ever got me, but he tried a lot, I can tell you. I had a few blokes try and fix me up, but I was lucky enough I could protect myself pretty well. Since I've given away football, I now play golf at Keysborough. One of the members I played with, I never knew him from Barrow Soap. He came up to me and said, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "No." I said, "I've got no recollection you are." And he said, "I used to play full back for Blackburn." His name was Kenny Cooper. I said, "He didn't." I said, "How'd you go on me?" He said, "Oh, I got taken off at 3/4 time. You'd kicked 9 until then on me." I thought I'd had enough by that stage. I was lucky enough to play with some brilliant players. We had a terrific team. I can't go past Ronnie Thomas. He obviously captain coach. He'd won Chandler medals in the league. Graham Wedley played centre forward, big guy. He used to played a couple of games at Fitzroy. Had enormous leap and strong hands. The Whitney boys, Shane and Peter and Ray, they were very physical and hard running and very good footballers. Another one was Gary Marshall in the centre, brilliant footballer. I think he ended up playing in 9 premierships himself. But he was a brilliant footballer. And Ross Gallagher, who's now in America, ended up playing with Sandringham BFA. He was a brilliant footballer, little gags. Then Peter Duncan, full-back, a bit of a knuckle man. He played at Camberwell with me. I was lucky enough to play with him. And Neil Watson. That's about it. I still go to Mitcham every week and watch them. Obviously when they're playing at home, some of the grounds I don't go to, which are a mile away up the Dandenong, so I don't go to. But if I don't go to a Mitcham, I usually go and watch a First Division game, which will be Vermont or East Burwood, or somewhere old Noble Park, which is close to the golf club. I'm still associated there, and I'm still well known there. Most people walk around and say hello, and I'll go up there and have a beer with a few of the boys and go to most of the reunions. So my name's pretty strong as far as the club's concerned. A lot of people know Rocky rather than Rocket, so it's good. They'll enjoy it, and I enjoy going up there and saying hello. Originally I was an accountant. I worked for Wormore Fire Systems, and then I ended up for 20 years, and I ended up working at Bob Stewart's Menswear in Kew, which dealt with a lot of schoolwear. I did the books there for 20 odd years. Turned 60 and decided to give it away, retirement, so I could play a bit more golf. And now I'm a golfer. I play 3 days a week, a handicap 7, so I give it a good whack. And now I'm lucky enough to have a reasonably good house with a perfect outlook, as you might be able to see. I've got 2 girls, aged 34 and 32, not married yet. Mrs. is dying for grandchildren, but unfortunately I'm not lucky to have one yet, but hopefully that's going to change in the near future. Apart from that, and I also play tennis Monday nights, and I've got a dog whose name's Rocky, and I usually he keeps me entertained with walking and eating and everything else. So at the moment I'm currently looking after sick parents as well, which doesn't help. But, apart from that, everything else is terrific, and I'm enjoying life.
You've given your heart to get here, and your soul to get it right. You can take 'em boots and all, but it's sure gonna take a fight. When you spend all week getting to your peak, you're gonna have your say. You bet. On Sunday, it's the BFA. It's Sunday.